Grambling State. You thought I didn't see that, right? You thought I didn't see that. Kudos to the coaching staff, Hugh Jackson, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, the players, for defeating Northwestern State of the Southland Conference. You guys did y'all thing. Impressive win, 47-21. And this is what I wanted to see from Grambling State. I knew the first game where there was a lot of jitters and missed opportunities was nerves. I get it. This game was different, albeit Arkansas State is a whole lot better than Northwestern State. But anytime a HBCU, a SWAC school, beats a FCS team from a different conference, you got to give them respect. And I'll chime in. What's good, everyone? This is Raw Truth Media, giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. Please like and share this video. Peace and blessings to everyone that's tuning in Grambling State. You put on a show, and I'm so happy for Hugh Jackson. I'm happy for the players. I'm glad that they didn't let the Arkansas State beat down, corrupt their minds. It's still a long season. We know for a fact Grambling State has athletes, and they displayed that against Northwestern State. It gives them bragging rights. The offense looked like it's settled in. Q Hawkins, number 8, had a really good performance. 13 for 23 yards, didn't throw it as much, but was efficient. 293 yards total passing. Averaging around 13 yards per pass, so he's not dinking and dunking. And this is what Hugh Jackson wants to do. He wants to take big shots down the field. Maurice Washington, as good as advertised, 95 yards, broke a 61-yard run, averaging right now, I know it's been 2 games, but in this game, 19 yards per run on 5 carries. I expect him to get more carries when the season goes on. Chance Williams, he is a highlight waiting to happen. Freshman, a true freshman that is, from Baton Rouge. Had a rushing touchdown and a couple of catches off the backfield. Keep an eye on Chance Williams. He seems like someone who is going to get more touches when the season goes on. He's too explosive. He had, I repeat, 3 catches for 85 yards. He had a 78-yard catch and run. He's explosive every time he touches the ball. And when they play against Jackson State, they're going to need him a lot. And expect Hugh Jackson to go in the lab and create some plays for him. But the tandems at wideout with Rash and Waters and their young receivers, they're as good as advertised. Again, it's all about comfortability. That first game, I wish they played a different team. See, Grambling State was one of the few teams on the SWAC that needed to play an easy team just to get their confidence. The first game. I always believe when you're a new coach, you need an easy opponent. I don't care how good your team is. I don't care how much talent your team has. You got to get comfortability and know which players to bring out, who you can count on, who understands the playbook more. That's why it's important to have an easier game. Now, Arkansas State was not a world beater, but they are FBS team. So that's tough sledding. But going forward, now we all see how the SWAC is. Would it surprise me if Grambling State wins a couple games that they're not supposed to win? It wouldn't. But it has to click. And I'm excited to see this progression of the team. Hugh Jackson, he's been in the NFL. I know people talk about when he was with the Browns and they didn't win enough. But at the time, the Browns were always losing, no matter who was the head coach. See, the Browns we see now is a revamped Browns when you have ownership who is willing to spend for once. That wasn't the case back then or a couple years ago. But Grambling State fans, be patient. Good things are going to come. It's a process. You have one of the youngest teams in the SWAC. You signed over 30-plus players out of high school. Just watch how this team gels. And we'll come back and say if they did this right or are they being ran right or this is a well-coached team. Well, everything will be answered at the end of the season. But enjoy the ride. Can't wait to see Grambling State play against Jackson State. Jackson State's defense, as you know, is no joke. I mean, Travis Hunter and Nugget wasn't even playing, and they only gave up 3 points to, I believe, a talented Tennessee State team. But this is a rivalry game. You know how it goes. Throw the records out. You see two teams duke it out. Can't wait to see it, but this is Raw Truth Media, giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. And for those who don't know, I will be at the Jackson State versus Grambling game. So tune in. Don't be afraid to say hey. But I hope you have a blessed day, and I'm out.